Jenny.
And I'm Dave, and together we're
Elémentaire.
Hi, welcome to the culinary alphabet section of our segment. And today is the letter A. It's our first episode, and the word we've chosen is al dente. So the literal definition of the word al dente is cooked as to be still firm when bitten. And you hear that quite often with pasta, cook it al dente. And we've all had probably soft, slimy, overcooked noodles. And it especially is good when you have a pasta that's al dente. So there's a little bit of a bite to it. The literal definition in Italian is of the tooth. So, you know, you've got something on your teeth there. So anyway, as the shows go on, we're going to try to give examples of all of these terms, and in an upcoming segment we're going to show how to cook apples al dente for a special apple pie. So thank you. Hi, our first recipe today is going to be a orange and vanilla scented French toast, and I'm going to show you how to make it, and then a little bit later Jenny's going to show you how to make an orange compound butter that we can use in conjunction with the French toast. So the first thing we want to do with our French toast, and basically a French toast is a custard that you're making, and almost like a bread pudding, you want it to absorb into the bread. And you have a lot of options for the bread, but the best kind of bread is a denser bread, or you can use a stale bread, or a bread with some flavor and some body. A lot of times restaurants will use a challah bread or even a croissant. Today I'm using a whole wheat piece of bread, and if you don't like the crust on it, you can certainly cut them off, but I'm going to make it with the crust on. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 eggs. And I like to use a little cream when I make my French toast. And we're going to use some orange zest. I like to put in some nutmeg. And we're going to use just a pinch of powdered sugar, because the compound butter or whatever topping we use after we get the French toast cooked is going to be more of our sweet flavor. So I don't like to put too much sweet into my custard. So we'll whisk that up. And you want to whisk it pretty well. You want to make sure the eggs are well incorporated into the cream. And then the other important part of making French toast is you want to make sure that the bread is submerged at least 30 to 60 seconds per side. That way it absorbs as much as it can, and it'll make it more custard-like or bread pudding-like. If you do it too short of a time, then you run the risk of just having like a fried piece of bread when you go over to the oven. And then what I do, usually you put a little bit of cooking spray on your pan, and then I like to fry it in butter. So I'm going to go over there right now to the oven, and I'm going to start working on the French toast, and Jenny's going to show you how to make the compound butter.
Compound butter is one of the easiest things to make, and it is delicious. It enhances any food that you're trying to prepare. You can use fresh herbs, you can use garlic and fresh herbs, you can use citrus zest, whatever you want. Today, because we're having orange French toast, we're going to have an orange butter. So start with a nice, flavorful butter. You can do salted or unsalted, depends on you. And then we're going to put in maybe about a teaspoon of orange juice. And then we're going to take a little zest from an orange. Make sure that you wash that peel real good though, too. And we're going to zest in some orange zest. Sometimes you gotta pull the zest out of the device you're using. And then a little bit of nutmeg. Now I love this because I can zest with this, and I can also use it as a cardamom or a nutmeg grinder. This will really enhance the flavor. If you don't want to use fresh nutmeg, use already ground nutmeg. Now here's another zester. This is the most common, and this is very simple. It has little holes at the top, put your finger on the top and bottom and just pull down, and it actually shreds. So this type shreds and this type grates. Just wanted to give you a couple options to use there. The reason why you use zest is because you don't want to use the pith, because the pith is the white part of any citrus and it's very bitter. So stay away from the pith. And then you just take a fork, mash it down, and there's your compound butter. Simple ingredients, makes a world of difference. And with something like this, if you don't like syrup on your French toast or pancakes or waffles, then you can use a little bit of powdered sugar with this. But it is most delicious. Oh, yum! I can't wait to eat. Sometimes it's nice to have breakfast for dinner, don't you think?
All the time.
Okay, we're going to put a whop on for you, and a whop on for me, and there you are.
Should we put some powdered sugar, or are we good like that?
I think we're good like this.
All right.
What do you think? Oh, yum, 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 yum. Wish you were here. The aroma is fabulous. The taste will even be better. I love the crust, so I'm going for the crust first. That French toast is so soft and so buttery. And with the compound butter, we got a real winner here.
We hope you enjoy it too.
See you on next week's Elémentaire.